Now the next long vowel is O. O. It's written with the English letter O. And again, it's a long vowel, but here again, notice that it does not have any diacritical marks on it. There's no line over the top of it, similar to what we saw up here. The letter A, English letter E, pronounced A, does not have a line over the top, and yet it also is a long vowel. And here, English letter O, no line over the top, also a long vowel, also held for 2 counts, twice as long as the short vowel. So don't be fooled by those 2 letters, A and O, English letters E and O. Don't be fooled by those because they don't have a mark over the a line over the top of them. They are still long vowels. Watch for them. They will catch you. And of course, the diphthong that we just covered, that's kind of obvious that that's going to be a long vowel because you have to change the sound within the vowel, within the speaking of the vowel, and the only way you can do that is if you're going to make it long. So it has to be I-E. You have to make it long enough to say both the A and the E, I-E. And the same is true for the next diphthong, next long vowel, which is another diphthong. It's pronounced O, O. It's written with A, English letters A, U, and it's a long vowel and another diphthong. It changes its pronunciation in the middle of the speaking of it. And the best way I've found to describe how this one should be pronounced is as the OU in the French Canadian pronunciation of house. If you listen to a French Canadian, they will say house. I live in a house. I'm pretty close there, I think. House, house. They don't say, as an American might say, they don't say house, they say house. It's a much more open throat, house. And I have a note here describing this. I say that this diphthong is formed simply by joining the short in America with a long u in dude. So plus u, 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 o, 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 o. And the u should be longer than the It's o, 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 o. I hope that's clear. It is not, there should be no trace of the English a as in cat heard in this diphthong or any other Sanskrit sound for that matter. It is not pronounced as the OW in the English word cow, because that has quite a bit of an a as in cat, cow. It should not sound like ow, it should be o, o. Throat should be much more open and dropped lower, and a softer O. In fact, I give a hint here. Pretend it is written as the OU, as the letters OU, and a diphthong of O plus U. A lot of times when I say that, it helps people come up with the correct pronunciation. O, O, O. Okay, I'll give an example here from Sanskrit. Brahmagno brahmanahutam. Can you see that there? Brahmagno brahmanahutam. Brahmagno brahmanahutam. The O is right there, of course. Brahmagno brahmanahutam. Okay, good. So that concludes all of the long vowels and, in fact, all of the vowels. Next, we'll go on to the consonants.